Yo, what is up, guys? Eagle out of here. I'm back with another video for you guys. Um, Today we're gonna go over another scrim game. Well, the first scrim game actually, because last time I covered something, we actually had a tournament set. So here we scrimmed against Vortex, where I have plenty of footage that I can go over scrim-wise. Oh wow, that's going to hell. We have technically 5 games against Vortex, and we have 5 games against Win Condition. Yes, we played best of 5 with both of these teams. But considering that, you might think, did you go game 5 of these teams with your team, like focus? Because if you paid attention to my previous videos, I did make a message in one of my videos that I joined a German competitive team called Black Focus, which I had a great time with those guys. I had a lot of fun, great team, but over some differences, or, well, general atmosphere, I left that team. And during my team time of looking for a new team, the goalkeeper that previously played for Black Focus 2 actually joined another team, Eintracht Mahlsdorf, which is a place in Germany. It's actually an official club, and they have full-on sponsors. They're sponsored by XOX or XOXO Soda, I think. They run like actual marketing, different social medias and whatnot. They are raising up a very great thing for Rematch in the future to succeed as an esports if Slow Clap dabbles into it. Because from what I'm seeing, these guys are doing a lot for the esports part to flourish, kind of. Shout out to Stefan there. Stefan is the guy raising the up. He's the head of the marketing at the club over there, and he's helping out with a lot of the official stuff there. He's making a lot of that stuff come to life. So I was very excited when our previous goalkeeper, because were looking, or maybe are still looking. I believe they actually picked up a defender from FC Angler, which is another German team recently, called Fallen. So maybe they're no longer looking. Exactly. But they were looking for a last man on defense. And so I got to do a day of training with them under the recommendation of that goalkeeper, Lucas. And yeah, if we're being honest, I didn't do well then. I didn't do well at all. I wrote this to a friend of mine that asked me how it went, because I told him that I was gonna have it. And there were multiple points on this day that I immediately recognized when playing myself that really went wrong. But we can get over those more as we go over this video as well. I'm not sure if I'll go over every single scrim game that we had that day. We obviously had different stuff that we practiced as well. But the main 4 points that I really realized during this, and this will help me grow, because obviously being shown my limits or having bad days really showcases my weaknesses. So first of all, important for me that day was vision. I played with like 0 vision that day, and I barely used my minimap, nor did I scan anything. Like, just using your minimap is already a step up, it's good. Though I didn't do that day either. But the minimap is obviously not enough. This will be released in a future video as well, where I do a defender guide, actually. Where I go over some points, which should be releasing soon. Within the next week, hopefully. I barely used my minimap, nor did I scan the field at all, which only minimap is not enough. I gotta be scanning more. Then my positioning was off pretty much all the time, which is a result of vision. If you don't have vision, you don't know where you should be on the field. if you're not using your vision, if you don't use the minimap or scan anything, you just won't see anything. You won't get a read of the game, you won't know where to go. So that's kind of a connected point. Well, third of all, I really struggled with adapting to their strategy and structure, which is also, once again, probably on my side an issue, because I just struggle so much, because they're... With Black Focus, we had a really defensive playstyle. Defensive playstyle that utilized the missile meta a lot. And I had a really easy time with. That I had a really easy time getting into with, maybe because of wall side, another defender, was at my side, which was really easy to work with. And I got used to him really quickly. But on this day, considering the first 2 points, vision and positioning being off, I don't think the other defender knew how to work with me, because obviously I was doing a lot of stuff wrong. Yeah, and aside from the strategy and structuring, communication was a big issue for me too that day. I definitely blanked out on a lot of the callouts that they actually ended up doing, which is not good at all. Communication is like the core of what should be happening. Like, they would do a callout like pass to the middle, and I just fully blanked that. That shouldn't be happening. Last but not least, my offensive gameplay was definitely very lacking. I've been working on this a lot recently, ever since. Because this is actually a while back. This is like a week or two back at this point. I was very late on recording this one. At the time, and I think this is still the case, my offensive gameplay was very lacking. Like, my passes and everything. Like, you might be thinking, weren't they looking for a last man on defense? Weren't they looking for a guy that stays on their half and locks everything down? Yes, but as a last man, obviously I participate in the build-up, right? From the hard goalie onwards. I barely ran myself open, which Stefan, the team captain, actually gave me a tip after one of the games that I didn't think about. Because in my head, extra effort, you gotta save as a defender, right? You gotta save it up so you can have priority when the opponent is attacking to intercept it. So I just always saved my extra effort that day. Because I was so focused on, gotta stop the attacks, that I didn't use my extra effort to run myself open. When everyone is being man-marked and there are no runs happening where the team can get themselves particularly free for the ball to be played off, you gotta use your extra effort to run like open to get the initial pass to maybe play it off, maybe like a 1-2 with the goalie if necessary or anything of the sort. I think, what's the team called? Is it F5 Penguin where what's his name? Walnuts? Something Walnuts is playing on. They do that a lot with the 1-2, so the goalie bringing the ball up to the half court and from then they set up the attack. Would, for example, be something that could be utilized if I run myself open with extra effort, which I just didn't do. Yeah. Whenever the ball did come to me, I felt like I slowed the offense down or the play down a lot when the ball came to me. Like, I didn't do many one-touch passes or anything, and I didn't scan, which this once again correlates to the vision. Vision is so important when playing football-related games, or any team game, to be fair. And vision is just the most important thing. And ever since I've really been working on trying to keep the ball in play, keeping the play going, being faster on it, the one-touch passes. You might see that in my highlights. It kind of reflects there. Some of the older clips don't show it that well. But I've really been trying to implement more one-touch passes to immediately keep the play going. Like, I was already doing one-touch passes in my mind, but I wasn't doing them to the point of where I don't just slow every play down when the ball comes to me. Which is a great realization. As I said, this really helped me on realizing some stuff that I gotta improve on, so getting more scrims and high-level practice is definitely a play, and ever since I've been trying to do that a lot more. But from here on out, let's actually get into the actual analysis, the actual video. I'll probably put some gameplay behind this while I was, Now, onto the actual game. Let's analyze what happens here. Let's see what's going on. Sorry for going on for that long, but I feel like these are important points that might be able to help people as well that I went on. So here we see we had Juventino, Katze, or rather Lucas, which was the previous goalkeeper that we had. Then we had Nagy on the team, and Prosh. Prosh, you also might notice, has played with Black Focus a few times, has played with me quite a few times, so he is in a few of the highlight videos. Here I remember running back, because they immediately called to me, like, yo, Addy, you're too far out. And actually, if we go back here, you can see, I do the run here. I shouldn't be running directly at the guy. Let's see. If, right here, right, instead of running in a direct line towards the guy, as I'm doing right now, I ran with a curve to potentially cut off passing options, that would have been a lot better. Here I had extra effort because I'm like, yo, I could get that, but I reacted way too late and I was too out of position to get that. This could have realistically been a win. Now I feel like I'm back in position. He passes it off. On the left side, we have an open side. This person at the top of the box shifts over, shuffles over, but for some reason, I let this person run by me. Nagy also lets that person by, and they do get a shot off, but the goalkeeper keeps it very well. Lucas is amazing goal. And once again, I am running up pretty far, maybe because Juventino is there, but I realistically should be switching over to the right side here since Juventino is playing left side. I fall back, I get into play, I get the pass here, and this is exactly what I meant when I was yapping for those 10 minutes, but I slay the play down too much. That right there, I should have already scanned prior to receiving the ball and known where to send the ball to. Now, Juventino has some space here, he does walk up. Juventino is a great defender after playing with him. And here, I could have already sent the ball to Proch, I am so slow. Look, I walk, and just being these are so helpful, especially looking at games that you're not happy with. On very nice goal there, very nice play. Especially games you're not happy with, analyzing those and looking back at those can be so nice. Like, it might just seem like, yo, I'm looking at myself and I'm just flaming myself. No, I'm just being my own biggest critic, you know? Just knowing how to analyze yourself and knowing that I need to be looking at my mistakes. Nice clear by me there. The 4 actually gets a very interesting shot mechanic. Animation. If I remember correctly, that number 4 is actually the guy with the 3-letter name, I think TRG or whatever he was called. Later on in the games, we actually had a lot of issues with him lacking, where we would like tackle the ball out of his feet and it would just glitch into the ground and do nothing. I think I get a mouse pass there, I'm not entirely sure though. And that's beautiful. Mistake by me on that pass off the wall. I would hope that's a mouse pass, otherwise I wouldn't know what was going through my head. And I just reacted super slow there. He was running down line, I was still in defense stance, not going after him. Jump over, give Lucas the opportunity to send a missile, he doesn't go for it. Brings the ball back, sends it to the middle to Prosh. Prosh dribbles into 2 people there, doesn't send it back or to Nagy, but Nagy does win the ball in this situation. Yeah, I think I stopped mid-sentence earlier. Being your own biggest critic and being able to look at your mistakes is an important point. I clear the ball out to Nagy there. Nice, good job. Good play to Juventino, isn't able to do so though. Immediate tackle onto the ball as soon as he push-balled it. It might have been the 1 actually. The 1 and 4 are both wearing that weird cat hat. And I remember the one lagging that we had the tackling issue with was someone that had a cat hat. There I actually do a 1-touch pass, and that is exactly what I needed to be doing more. Scanning prior to receiving the ball, who I want to pass it to, and then sending it. Actually a bit of a miss pass there from Prosh. He was sent it blindly or like misadjusted the pass just a little bit. To Lucas there off to the side. Lucas sending a missile down middle to Brush. Sent it a little bit too low, actually. On missile, you gotta almost go as high as possible. If you go as high as possible, there's a likability. You send it. Oh my god! Try clearing it there, but gets hit with a with a pre-jump on the clear. Actually, kind of crazy play by the one. Oh, it was the one that was lagging, the GSC. Yeah, just knowing where I'm gonna pass as I receive the ball is so important. I needed to be doing that more. Beautiful setup there. I do believe we win game 1. I believe we win game 1, then lose game 2, then win game 3, and then lose game 4 and 5. As we did end up losing the scrim. Here I need to fall back, bro. My positioning was shit. That was positioning again right there. Let's see. Let's go back on this a bit. Here I'm on the 1, Juventino's here too. Is this... Are we at the same space? I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't think it's the same situation. Okay, good block. I think I've missed something here. I think this is where we were. Yeah, here. Yeah, exactly. Here I track back. And low-key, this might be like missing communication with Juventino, which is also a point that I listed before this. I don't really communicate anything with Juventino, but this should be possible to do without communication, because I'm tracking back here. I have less stamina than Juventino does. Realistically, I should be going to the man closer, covering down the middle, and then Juventino goes to the number 4, which he uses more stamina to go for. And look at the amount of space I'm giving that one right now. It's just horrible positioning. Like, I should already be running at that one, like, ages ago. I don't know why I'm going forward here. Genuinely. Oh, I think I skipped forward 30 seconds on accident. No, I skipped somewhere else. I am misclicking. Okay, we're back. I'm sorry, I apologize. Yeah, this is this horrible positioning mistake by me. I should already be on that one, but thankfully he shoots right at the keeper. Like, a switch with Juventino, and this will be in the defender guide as well, actually. Like, I should be following my own advice, man. Should have been taking place there. Now I'm on the 1 this time, but Juventino, I think, lost a bit of trust on me there, but goes over to the 4 instead. Which, realistically, if we're thinking about the pattern, Juventino has a lot less stamina than I do there. I should have been calling that I go for the 4 and he stays on the 1. But I think I was so locked on the call of being last man. There, actually, I didn't get the prompt. Maybe I could have gotten a prompt if I extra efforted for it, but I do go for the jump, which is a bit higher. I get a clear towards the wall where only Juventino is. He can play the ball to Prush. And Prush walks the ball up just a little bit. He does get chased here with extra effort. He doesn't make that ball. Let's bring it back just ever so slightly there. I go for a tackle. This is way too far. Nice deflect there. Play it off to Juventino. Should have played it up to Nagi, but I'm not sure if I had the vision or the passing accuracy to do that there. With passing with mouse is very hard. Nagi runs up to the corner, passes off to Prush, doesn't get there. Juventino wins the ball back, goes up to Nagi immediately, and nice goal. Nagi has some great shot placement. I believe this is actually his Smurf. Nagi is actually called Enza. So Enza has some great shot placement. Let's see how this goes. Excellent play by Nagi. What a pass by Nagi. an interception into a pass by Nagy. That was beautifully done by him. Juventino and me both covering the bigger risk there for a while. I cleared it up to the side. Juventino actually coming in there to clear it as well. I cleared the middle again. Actually, for once, being doing decent stuff, but there again, I slip up right away and run into Juventino, which I shouldn't be doing, and that is a bit... Yeah. Let's look at what happens here. Let's analyze this a bit. So first of all, I make the mistake here of running into Juventino. So in my mind, I am saying, yo, I gotta cross to the right side. I gotta cross to the right side. So I run into the right, which Lucas has now dropped the ball here. So realistically, I should now be going to support him a bit. But I keep pressing to the right, which isn't a good play to do. Because Lucas is looking for me now. Lucas is looking for me because I am not being fully marked yet. You can see in the bottom right corner on the minimap, there is someone coming for me. But I'm not marked yet. I have enough time to play off the ball or do something with it. But I keep running to the right side. Too far away, the pass that comes not strong enough, and he gets an open goal. So once again, my fault. Though this could have also been avoided if I communicated what I was trying to do. Like, just one call, I'm going right side. Could have also just fixed that communication, even if the movement was wrong. So once again, also communication not being where it should be. Just giving away a free goal at the end, and then we play time a bit. I'm on top of Juventino here, horrible positioning again. I do go up a little bit, and Juventino has the free corner. He does play it to him, but doesn't need that extra time anymore. Now, that, as you can see, didn't go as it should. So, EM, or Eintracht Mahlsdorf, did say they are down to have another training day with me. They are down to try with me again on another day, because even Lucas, who has prior experience of playing with me, said this was definitely a bad day for me. But these bad days are important. Looking at your bad days and analyzing what went wrong can help you fix like fundamental issues in your gameplay, which is a great thing to do. So don't fear looking at your own mistakes. It might be embarrassing for you, it might hurt your own ego, but getting over that and looking at your mistakes and trying to fix them is actually the most important part on actually improving at something. So that was it, and I will be seeing you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.